thought downsizing would be about getting rid of things, just simplifying, clearing space, making life easier. But what I didn't expect was how emotional it would be, because it turns out it's not just about the stuff. There's a moment when you start going through your home and something shifts. You pick up something and suddenly you're not just holding an object, you're holding a memory, a season of your life, or a version of yourself, and you realize, oh, this is going to be much harder than I thought. Living hundreds of miles away, I remember listening to my sister talk about all the things our mother had in her home of over 50 years, cherished memories in the things she had collected. How when she downsized to an 800 square foot apartment in a 55 and older condo setting, she had so many decisions about what to keep, toss, or donate. Sitting here in this smaller space, I've been thinking about what I would bring with me and what I wouldn't. And I know that sounds simple until you actually start deciding. When we built the house that we live in now, we spent so much time going through boxes and storage bins, sorting our lives and deciding what to bring into the new house. Things like my sorority jacket and his basketball trophies. Those items are connected to precious memories that we carry whether we have the jacket or the trophies or not. Then if you have hobbies, like I do, I have a lot of hobbies, how do you decide which one comes with you and which one takes up too much space or isn't conducive to tiny home living? Because every item seems to ask a question. Do I still matter in your life? And that's not easy to answer. Downsizing really isn't just about space. It's also about identity. The home you've built, the life that you've created, and the roles that you've lived for decades. They're all reflected in the things around you, and letting go of these things can feel like you're letting go of parts of yourself. But are they parts of yourself or just a part of your history, like our trophies and sorority jackets? And I think for many of us, we come from a generation that didn't waste. We saved things, we hung on to things, and we valued what we had. So the idea of letting go doesn't always come naturally, and it can feel uncomfortable and even a little wrong. No one really talks about this part, but there can be a kind of a grief with downsizing. And it's not dramatic, it's not overwhelming, but it's very quiet and subtle. It shows up when you let go of something that you thought you'd always keep. I still have a storage bin for each of my two sons that hold memories that are more for me than for them. And it would be difficult to hand them over to even my sons. Giving up things, it would be like closing a chapter of your life, making space for a new chapter and new experiences. But here's the part that surprised me too. Along with the emotion, there can also be a relief, a lightness, because once you start letting go, you begin to realize how much you've been carrying, not just physically, but mentally, and a little space, little by little, opens up. I'm starting to think that downsizing isn't really about losing things. It's about choosing what matters now, not what mattered 20, 30, or even 40 years ago. Not what you thought you'd need someday, but what fits what you're living today. And I'm still in the middle of this thought process, and I haven't figured it all out. Some things feel really easy to let go of, and others not at all. And I think that's okay. Whether it's RV living, tiny home living, or even small apartment condo living, or simply staying where you are, this part, the downsizing part, is something many of us will face one way or another. It's also more than a practical decision. It's emotional, it's personal, and it deserves to be talked about honestly. So I want to ask you something a little different this time. What's the one thing you know would be the hardest to let go of? Not because of what it is, but because of what it means to you. If you feel comfortable, I hope you will share it in the comments, because I have a feeling that a lot of us are carrying around similar stories. So chime in below. I love to hear from you. And if you liked my content, I hope you will subscribe. It really does help my channel grow and reach more people facing retirement and the challenges that we are all facing. And we are facing them together.